So the next segment that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, before we talk about the next segment, we gotta talk about a segment that happened backstage. So we see Jimmy Uso walking with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman, and Jimmy Uso is still upset about what happened out there when he got slapped by Mia Yim. And he goes up to a few guys and starts bullying them and all that stuff, pushing them down and everything, and he walks away. And then Paul Heyman was like, hey, don't worry about it. It ain't gonna last. And then he grabs his phone and he says, call Roman Reigns. But yep, that's what happened there. But then we get to the next segment where we see Grayson Waller hosting the Grayson Waller effect. And he was talking about how he's been bringing out bigger and bigger stars and all that stuff. But he says these stars needs a Grayson Waller rub. And he says he's going to give them the Grayson Waller rub. And he introduces a massive star, Bobby Lashley. So yeah, Bobby Lashley is a special guest on the Grayson Waller effect. Lashley gets into the ring, and Grayson Waller starts asking him about the Street Profits and everything, and they showed the clip about what happened last week and all that stuff, with the Street Profits losing their match, and then Bobby Lashley, talking to the Street Profits backstage, talking about how maybe he made that he chose the wrong people, and he's going to go find other people. So yeah, that's what Bobby Lashley said last week. But yeah, Grayson Waller was talking about that. And, Bobby Lashley was talking about, like, how he don't train people that loses and all that stuff, and all that. And Grayson Waller was like, how about you get somebody like Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller says they're undefeated. And Bobby Lashley was like, I know all about Austin Theory. And Grayson Waller was like, but Austin Theory is a changed man and everything if you get to know him better and all that stuff. And Bobby Lashley says, I pass. And then all of a sudden, Angelo, Dawkins, and Montez for the Street Profits come out. The Profits get in the ring. Angelo Dawkins says Bobby, and then Bobby tells him no. And then he walks out the ring, and he says, if you want to stick around me, he says that you're going to have to do something different and all that stuff. And then Lashley gets out the ring, and then the Street Profits get out of the ring, following him, and then Lashley tells him the same thing and walks away. And yeah, that's what happened there. And Grayson Waller was like, well, we got to change up some stuff because now it is a little bit awkward here. So he says, introducing Austin Theory. And then Austin Theory comes out. He goes face to face with Bobby Lashley. He looks him up and down. And then Lashley walks backstage. Theory comes down to the ring because up next, he got a match against Cameron Grimes one-on-one. So yeah, that match will be up next. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Until then.